than the FISH test because it gives us more information. And that information is important because it can give us, it can tell us more about mechanism. Now, if both of these tests are negative, then we might need to go on to do additional testing. So this test can tell us about uniparental disomy primarily when it's the entire chromosome. But it can't tell us about uniparental disomy if it occurred later. And so we oftentimes, if that test is negative and methylation is positive, we'll send another test where we'll need to send parent samples with it to try to figure out if that individual has 2 copies of chromosome 15 or parts of chromosome 15 from mom and none from dad. And then imprinting center defect has to do with so all of us, when we have oocytes and sperm, which are our germ cells, we have to get from having 46 chromosomes in all of our regular cells down to 23 chromosomes total. So you have a copy of each chromosome in all of your cells except your germ cells. And so all of us have to re-imprint our germ cells as coming from mom or coming from dad. And the way we do that is we change methylation, so we change whether genes are turned on or off. And the reason that's important to know is that if you can't do that, then even though your mom, when you pass on your chromosome to the child's body, it looks like dad's. And that would be Angelman, but you get the idea that if dad can't remark his copy that's really from the child's grandmother as his, you end up with the baby thinking that, the baby's body thinking that they did not get a copy of dad's chromosome even though they did. I'm gonna stay back here, just faster. So I got a lot of questions about this last night, but uniparental disomy happens where you have 2 copies of chromosome 15 that get stuck together in the same, say, egg cell. And then the body says, this is not going to work. This is not a viable embryo. So the baby cannot live with a whole extra copy of chromosome 15. And the body kicks out a chromosome and it accidentally kicks out dad's copy. And that's the most common mechanism of uniparental disomy. So now I'm going to talk about features of PWS, and I'm going to kind of try to move along a little bit faster through some of this, but you guys have access to all the slides.